Hey guys, and welcome to episode 28 of Sirganan's Feed the Beast Season 1 Let's Play. I'm out here at my quarries. I wanted to show you, I mentioned last time that I run 4 of them, and I set them up all next to each other, so basically I'm mining out this whole big area. It's quite a bit. The way that I set it up is I actually just use one tesseract in the center, and 4 quarries, 1 ender chest on top, and then 4 golden transport pipes. The quarries automatically inject everything right into the ender chest so fast that the items don't even render. So let's go ahead and get back to the power plant. And you can see I'm not very far. I'm just out in the ocean. So let's get back to what we were doing with the power plant. Okay, guys, this is where I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna go ahead and go all the way to here. That should be a big enough building, I think, for my power plant. If I need to, I can always extend it, farther this way, or even closer to the trees. But I laid down scaffolding, and I only did part of it because I want to show you guys one cool thing about scaffolding. So I have one scaffolding here. So if I place down another one, okay, obviously it places down another one on top. So now it's 1 high, and I want my walls to be, it's a power plant. Let's make them pretty high. Let's make them 8, 9 high, right? So that's 1, 2, just regular click, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 should do. You see how I did that? If you have scaffolding in your hand, if I use anything else, it doesn't work. But if I have scaffolding in my hand and I just click like you're attacking, it puts one down and it'll push the next one up. There we go. Now it takes one out of your inventory, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let me show you one other cool thing. Say I wanted to take them down. I take out the bottom one. Oh, he made it so that they connect sideways now. That's cool. It used to be that if you take out the bottom one, all of them would fall, right? But now it's probably, if I take out this one, they stay. Now watch, if I take out this one, now they all come down. So I guess if they have any connecting, then they can still hold their structure. That's cool. So I'm going to go ahead and build this up 8 high, and then I'll show you why we got the CF sprayer. Okay guys, while I was setting up the scaffolding, I was thinking about it. What I think would be a lot cooler is if we did a island power plant, right? Sort of like TMI, 3 Mile Island. I do live in Pennsylvania, and that's a nuclear power plant here in Pennsylvania. So why don't we make one of those? However, since I already had all my scaffolding down and I wanted to show you what this sprayer does, I went ahead and set it up like this. This is the size for the mob grinder that I want, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and use this time to go ahead and show you what the CF sprayer does, but we will get back to this mob grinder. It just will probably not be this episode. So now that I have a filled sprayer, right, and I have all my scaffolding, I can click. Actually, let me come over here and show you what it does. If I just dig a hole, I can take the CF sprayer and right click. It fills the hole, right? Now, if let's come over here. Say I have this, right? Gotta be careful with this. If I right click down here, it'll fill the hole, right? And then some. Right, so you can see it just kind of fills up quite a bit, right? And you do sink in it, it's like quicksand, right? And after some time, it will dry, right? And harden. So it makes really good building stuff like this, and it looks kind of unique. So what I did was I laid out what I want as a scaffolding. Now if you right click on scaffolding, it'll only cover the scaffolding. It won't randomize and go anywhere else. Now, whenever I do this, I do like to have the magnet mode on. You might think it's cheating, but I mean this stuff is it's not easy to get around in, especially when it starts hardening. And all the scaffolds drop when you turn them into foam. And see, it will suffocate you, so you have to be careful. But I want to make sure to get all of the scaffolding up. So I could take the blocks of foam and just place them around. The problem is I think they act like sand. I could be wrong. I normally don't try because I just use this scaffolding and the sprayer. Now, once I get a canning machine, I'll be able to just throw these in a canning machine and it'll fill up the backpack, which will let me do huge projects, which I will be getting to before we do our power station, because that is going to be, I want it to be a huge project. Okay, now if you see here, it creates like concrete. It breaks real easy and doesn't drop a block. So when I go to, and if you look here, the reason there's a space there, they can only go 2 without connecting to another support. So in that case, they can only go 2, and I couldn't go that other one because there's 2 on each side. In this case, it's 2 right here, and then this one's actually supported by this side. Sweet. Oh, we missed one. 2, I guess. And a couple over here. That's pretty sweet. Now I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry, especially up top here, before I can put another scaffolding right there and just hit it, right? And it'll go ahead and fill that in. But if you look, it's really, really cool. It's I really like it. It's a cool way to make a building, and I can paint this if I want. Right? If I want to paint it different colors, I can do that, and it just kind of has like the same blocks, but just painted different colors, which is really cool too. So what I'm gonna do now, let's make the canning machine to make building the power plant much easier. So if I want a canning machine, it's really easy, just tin, electron. I mean, it's basically like your other machines. It's they use very similar blocks, like machine blocks, electronic circuits. That's why I taught my system how to make those. So now we have a canning machine. And I believe the canning machine is the same way as the other ones. No. I don't want to potentially blow it up. Let me go to my test world. And one thing, when picking up these items, you want to use your wrench and shift right click. If you break them with your pickaxe, you're likely to get just a machine block back. They will actually, if you get anything, they will actually destroy. Let me go ahead and just test it here real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's just like I thought, it's going to explode. So I can either step this down to low volt or to medium voltage and then step that down to low voltage before I place it down, or I can just get a low voltage. Go to my crafting stuff here. It's the LV transformer, and I just want one for right now. Oh, looks like I already had one. Okay, so if I grab this and I go downstairs, why do I hear a zombie? In the daytime. Oh, he better not be down here somewhere. Yep, sounds like he's in here. Where are you, zombie? Oh, I know where he is. No? He's up here. This is gonna drive me crazy. Let me find him. He's in my wall. Okay. Look at this. I turn on the grid. It doesn't even say that anything can spawn here. I guess if I close... Okay, here, let me... If I close it up, then it's one block that something can spawn. And it did. So let me light that up. Go figure. See, this is why I run around my base with the F7 grid marks turned on. Because just, you'd leave one little spot and it'll annoy you. Canning machine. So I'm gonna go back here. This is where I was going anyway. I was down here. So I have this right here, right? And Miami networks, right? You know, it's all right here. So why don't I do this? Why don't I make myself a little area right here. For other, actually that I probably do want there. Other machines that require EU. Now, I might change where everything is here. I probably will after we get everything set up. Right now I just want to get things rolling. Yeah, see? Don't want stuff spawning here. So now I'll put my canning machine down and my LV transformer. And the reason that I picked right here is because I already have the MV transformer right there. So now I can plop the LV and of course shift right click with the wrench and it'll turn the 3 dots up. Now alternately this can convert low power into medium if you put say an input on one of the small dots and then the output on one of the ones with the 3 and apply a redstone signal. So now I have this, and I'm going to go ahead and pick this canning machine up once more, and I'm just going to put him here. And now when we apply power, he will not explode. So we have a canning machine. Now if we take our backpack, and the reason this slot's here is in case you want to use like a battery. So we can take our backpack, actually I think it goes this way, yeah. And it will fill this up. I don't have to worry about it. When it's done, it'll put it over here. So with this, there's a couple things we can do. We can do a basic. Okay, so I just need a basic import. And what I actually want is a basic export and a processor. Let me see if I have any of those. Yep, I do. I just need one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to make the basic export into a fuzzy export. right? That'll export out of the system. And then basic import to import into the system. Let's see where these cables go. I could just connect straight down here. Like I said, I'll clean this up later. Yep, let me just grab the ME cabling, which I should have a whole bunch. That's perfect, because I'll do the import right here, and I'll just wrench it so that it faces the right way. Did that finish, or did it just suck it in? Okay, so it's not going to suck it in until it's finished. And what I'm going to do is, that's good, with the fuzzy here. And I want to take this out. And I want to tell this to split at 99%. These. So it should not, and this is a damage value, the little bar. It should not put this in here when this is full, right? And I'm going to move single item / craft, and I'm going to get CF pellets. Right, so if we put the pellets back into our network, they automatically get put into the canning machine. Pretty awesome. Now, if we put our backpack into the network, it automatically gets put in here until it's full. Once it's full, it'll stay in the network and it won't go back into this machine. So if we wait a second, this when this finishes, it should go out into the network, but it's not going to be full, so it's going to come back, and I'll show you that. Okay, so I have this mostly full, right? You can see it only has 19 damage left on it, right? Which is basically the number after the colon for the item ID. That's why I like having item IDs on, is for certain things like this. Now, so it's going to fill up really, really soon. What I'm going to do is if I put it in my system, it will automatically drop it in here, right? And you can see it'll start filling it up, and that's because I have pellets. Now, say, let me turn this off. So I pull out the pellets, put this in here, and if I put one in, it'll pull it out of the system, it'll pull it out, and throw it back in, if I enable this again. So now it throws it back in. Now because I don't have pellets in here, it throws it in the wrong slot. Right, so take it out, pellets start going back in, because I have a whole ton in my network. If I put the backpack back in, when it hits full, it will not come back in here. At least that's a theory behind the way that I have this set up. So let's give it a second. And it's almost there, and it should get sucked out and not put back. See? Now if we go to our network, it's here. If I go CF, there it is. It's 100% full, so it is not getting put back into the machine. Now, my sprayer. I added that too. So if my sprayer is not full, then it should put it always active, the sprayer. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't work the same way. Let me try filling one CF. And I have a couple of pellets. So let me try putting a couple pellets in here. Just into the sprayer and see what that does after it actually gives it a damage value. There we go. Now let's put it in here. Nope, still not going to do it. I guess it won't go into the canning machine. So that's fine. So now we have the sprayer. Sorry about my chair. I'm probably going to oil it. Okay. This is getting kind of hard to get around. It's a good time to get the power plant done. So let me go ahead and sleep through the night, and I'm going to go pick a spot, and I will build an island somewhere out in the water. I want to build one because I want it to be the size I want it to be. And I'll meet you out there. Okay guys, I have everything together that I'm going to need, except for one thing. I'm going to need a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. So what I want to do is I want to move this barrel and set up an ender chest. And that's this one that I have right here. And I already have a bunch of dirt on me. But this is my import chest. I don't want it to be the import chest. So I'm going to do white, white, brown. Right? Makes sense. Dirt. Right? So now I can throw all this dirt in here. And go ahead and pick this up and move it. I'm just going to set it right down there. And it won't let me pick up the ender chest. That's okay, we can place this down. And now it should fill up with dirt. Not sure why it's filling up with everything else. Let me go ahead and just configure it. So I think I don't have a configuration here. So we want just dirt. So there we go. What that'll tell it is all dirt goes here. As long as we get whatever dirt is in the system now out. Okay, looks like it's just not getting a lot of dirt, which is fine. Okay, so this will fill up from our quarries. If we need more, we can dump some from the barrel. And plop it down, white, white, brown. There's our dirt. And it should refill from our quarries too. Yep, see? This is going to use this up very fast. And you see what it's doing? It's filling all the way down. So it's really going to be an island. Wish I could have it not fill all the way up, but that's okay. Ooh. I know how. Stop. Instead of filling all the way up, what I want it to do, I need more bricks, is I want it to go like this. Now it'll just create a box. I don't know why it's doing a couple of layers, but I can deal with that. So it will do, oh, okay, I know why it's doing a couple of layers, because I didn't tell it how deep of a box. So it's just going to do 3 layers. Okay. Now while this is building, this is going to be our platform. Let's go ahead and figure out how we want to lay this out, right? And I might expand upon this island. Let's see how big of rooms we want. Let me do it this way. I'm going to want a boiler, because I'm going to transplant the one that we have over there. Actually, I'm going to build a whole new one. Let this one heat up, and then after it heats up, then decommission that one over there, because it takes a long time for them to heat up. So I want 1 boiler at least. Let me go ahead and put a second one. Never have too much cobblestone. Well, I have too much, but so 2 boilers, and just in case in this wing I want to leave room for a 3rd. Actually no, let's just do 2 boilers. This is going to be our Minecraft jewels. So then what I can do is I can build up, each boiler should run I believe it's 18 engines. Okay, so if we have steam coming out, so let's go ahead and just figure we're going to need at least this much room, right? So let's build this out. I want it to be round-ish. I mean, you say round and it's Minecraft, right? Let me figure this out, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I went ahead and finished it off and let it dry, and that's what it looks like. Now, I don't want the lights there, so I will eventually change those out. Not too bad, not too bad. Sort of looks like a nuke. Not exactly, but I don't want it to be really, really huge either. So I think we're gonna have to wrap it up there, and then I'll go ahead and clean up the island, and with that, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone counts, and feel free to leave any comments on any of the videos. I do try to read them all, and if I can, respond. And with that, I will see you guys later.